Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad to have you all here. I'm Lloyd Vanir, and I want to present this to you, this jewel. I was able to compete in the Samdadude tournament. I think Sam is an amazing person. Just listening to him and hearing his ability to predict and things like that, I gained a newfound respect for Sam the Dude. So kudos to you, Sam. You're a great guy. I wanted to talk about this video because I had a lot of questions after the video. What made you build this? Why did you do this? What was this? Because they thought it was everything I did was rather unusual, and they thought it would be to my disadvantage, but I was planning out everything that I would be able to do. Mind you, also, I was freaking nervous as hell. So I swore that my heart was about to fucking explode and I was going to be slumped over on my desk with or fall off my desk with the keyboard on top of me and the mouse somewhere on the other side of the desk. I was just so nervous. I never competed in the tournament. This is my first season that I actually played on PC. I'm not as experienced. These guys are vets. I'm thinking the worst, hoping for the best. And then to hear Sam commentate over my game, man, my pulse, my heart rate was like, I was like, but I managed to pull through, and I'm still alive, so that's good. Anyway, let's get right into it.
No, Mikey. Okay, so what do we got? We got Anubis, Bakasura, and AMC bans from Lord Vanir. I think this is honestly a pretty even matchup. I've played that matchup a bunch. And it's a fun matchup and a pretty even one, so
That it is. I main Bologna, and Camazotz can be a little bit tricky, but it's definitely a good game.
Yeah, I agree. This should be a good game. This should be a great game. Oh, and he switches right out Camazotz to a Freya. That is not good. That is a hard matchup.
So I switched because I'm pretty okay with Camazotz, but I just felt comfortable with Freya. I mean, she was available. I said, let me take Freya. I play a lot of Freya. So I said, I'm going to go with my gut instinct on this one. And I was at a disadvantage because of it.
For Freya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a hard matchup for Freya. But I guess we'll see,
Not an unwinnable matchup. It just depends how Vanir likes to play it.
Like Sam said, it's tough.
It's tough stuff, man.
I
went from a skill matchup to a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone thought I was destined to lose this matchup.
Should have just left the Camazotz locked in.
Right.
It's maybe one of the only matchups where Freya has a disadvantage the later it
Like
goes.
I said, guys, I was nervous as hell. Okay. And I picked Freya, and I didn't know I was going to go against a Bologna, but it is a bad matchup. It really is. But I'm going to break down to you guys what I did, be the best Freya I could possibly be.
All right, we're loading in. Let's do it. Items. All right, so let's see what these guys start with. You're not professional? Look, you know what? Fuckhead, listen to me. This isn't supposed to be professional. This is just for fun.
Right.
Okay, so Freya starts with the tier 2 Bancrofts and 2 mana pots instead of a health pot and a mana pot?
I guess she wants to rely on that natural life steal instead of
that's exactly
for herself, which is an interesting tactic.
Yeah, it does make sense. She does have built-in life steal with the passive already, so. And then she also started with a Bracer, which is a really good pickup, I think. And then Bologna
So
is doing the
interested
pretty
already.
generic start. She saved. She bought 3 of each pod instead of 4, just to save that extra 100 gold, so she could get boots faster when she backs. Looks like they split those minis evenly, so nothing big gained from either team, either side.
So it's clearing the front, and then I realized
Bologna
that
will
the
outclear
ones who do
Freya
the
though,
real damage,
so Freya's got to be a little bit careful here.
it's the archers. So I decided
Bologna
to take the
gonna pressure the
archers
Freya.
out
There it
first,
is.
and then retreat.
Yeah, and this is where even the Sunder Bludgeon comes out.
There's the bracer.
Yeah, the bracer, and then they just back off. This is really good for the Bologna though, because she has sustain, whereas Freya's already used bracer and has no health potions.
Yeah, I almost shit myself.
A good
that,
silence on the 2 stops a lot of the damage output from Freya.
She
This is
chunked
gonna
my
put Freya
health.
behind
It was-
a lot.
oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah. Put me
it does
behind. That was
secure the
definitely
red
behind.
buff for the Bologna.
Bologna doesn't push the minions in, so she should still get a decent bit of gold off that wave.
More importantly, she got all of the XP, which is good. But Bologna does confirm the red buff, and looks like she wants to be aggressive on the Freya. Freya realizes it and just runs away, backs down to her blue buff. Lets the Bologna clear the wave.
Bologna,
I knew that I could
Bologna's
only
looking
get
to
the
ult
minis,
it.
but I knew. Right, I
you
knew
should
she was
press
going to
this
come
before
over
the
there and
Freya can
contest.
ult out.
Yeah, she knows it too. Freya knows she has to give it up. Bologna's doing really good with pressing her advantage so far.
It hurt so much to give it up, guys.
But Freya did just finish a full Bancrofts, and everybody knows how broken Bancrofts is. It is easily the most overpowered item in the game, so it could turn this.
Bologna now has a 2-level lead. It's only a 300 gold lead. Well, now she goes for her mana. Get full buff
2
control.
levels, guys.
Alright, Freya has gotten her ult, which could help her out in a bad situation.
Bologna likes to use her ult on the camp.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that... I think Bologna might be a little bit too cocky. Freya's got that finished Bancrofts and is doing a lot of damage now. Oh, but she is out of mana. Both of them are out of mana.
But having that ult would be a huge help for Bologna now. She has to back off without it. She's backing before an entire wave. Oh, no. She likes to stay.
Freya does have those potions now for that sustain. And Bologna has none. This should be a kill for Freya right here, I believe. The Bracer was used. The Sunder was used.
Miss Sunder.
Ooh, and there's the ult.
Should be first blood.
Misses the first and lands the
First
second
blood.
and third for first blood.
Guys, when I got that first blood, that confirmed kill, there's only one thing I can show to describe my feeling. Yes! I had to get that out. All right, let's continue.
So Freya, even though losing that early game to a Bologna who pushed that lead really well, has gotten a comeback kill. Now she's still a level behind, but she is gold ahead, so it can make up for it. It was a really good play by Freya.
Freya going right into Hasten Vitalis and skipping boots.
So I purchased Hasten Fatalis because I knew that in this fight, mobility is going to be my biggest advantage. If I can keep her slowed and away from me, I'm going to do that. And I figured that she would build a Frostbound. So it's like third item or fourth item. So I was like, let me be preemptive and get what I need to get first. I don't normally start Fatalis for the second item, but I felt as though it would be warranted for this particular matchup.
Bologna finishes the magical Itch Ball, which will give her a nice power spike.
Almost ditchable. Freya is doing really good with these banishes to make sure that this Bologna can't stick on her for a long period of time. Red buff is spawning in about 15 seconds, so we'll see what the Freya can do about it. Because the Bologna still does have a 2-level lead. 1-level lead now. It looks like
keeping on wave to try and make sure to secure the red buff, which
yeah,
she will do.
Yeah, it looks like Bologna skips out on only 2 melee minions of XP for the red buff, whereas Freya missed out on, you know, the entire red buff of XP. So it does benefit Bologna for that exchange.
Both gods have their ults back now. Relics are still down for another 15 seconds. We'll see how they take advantage of it.
Freya's completely out of mana, though, so this blue buff is going to go in the way of Bologna for sure. And I don't think that Freya has enough gold to finish Hastened yet.
Looks like Bologna is going to start the Bull Demon already. No, just taking the safe way back.
Freya actually elects into tier 2 boots and an upgraded bracer. It's a bit odd.
Now,
but it could work. I mean,
right.
Bologna does
odd,
do a lot of
effective.
burst damage. So
go.
that bludgeon
I don't
ult combo can do a lot.
Now, this method is unconventional, but it's highly effective, and I'm going to tell you why. I knew that I didn't have enough to get Fatalis, but any bit of damage will help. I also knew that Bologna has the potential for massive burst damage. So I purchased my tier 2 bracer since it was already up, and more movement speed with a little bit of extra damage, just in case things got a little critical.
Bologna this time elects not to ult the blue buff. Curious decision. Oh, she misses the bludgeon. How much
she needed it after that last exchange. Had she had her ult, she probably could have ulted away and gotten away from the Freya ult. Freya push this wave in before Bologna gets there. She will.
Let's see what the Freya likes to buy. Pen boots, maybe? Sells boots and finishes Fatalis. Now
I know Sam was like, what the f is this guy doing? But I had it under control. The boots served as a temporary measure to give me the little added bit of damage that I need until I can get Fatalis. It was imperative that I get Fatalis online as soon as possible, by any means necessary. And that's what I did. My methods are unconventional, but they work.
That's an odd pickup. Bologna is going straight for the Bull Demon. Will Freya notice? It doesn't look like it. It looks like this is a free Bull Demon for Bologna, but can she capitalize on it? So Bull Demon does go the way of Bologna.
And defense now. She should look to back, get full health, and be able to press this pretty hard. She doesn't back. She's going to engage half health.
Good ult by the Bologna into a Sunder, instantly taking a quarter of Freya's health down. Misses the 3 though. Misses the bludgeon. Oh no, this could be pretty bad for
Freya
for
could
Bologna.
easily turn this right now.
Yeah.
Freya should still have bracer up.
Misses a couple of autos though. Gives time for the cooldowns of Bologna to come back up. Misses a second bludgeon. Oh no. Freya's got that Bancroft's lifesteal really coming in handy here.
Misses her 3 again. Bologna needs to back off here. Freya can easily kill.
Bologna's got those shaky hands. Got the jitters right now.
I think not backing before going in for that
I was
engagement was a mistake.
But
She had
Bologna
full
does
health, she
have
could've pressed
I
Pestilence
was
a lot
nervous
now.
as
more.
hell. Keyboard, it was
Bologna
like
did get level 12 and has Pestilence and Thorns now. So that second active, as well as reducing the lifesteal from Freya, is going to be gigantic in the next fight.
freaking hands were trembling.
Bologna going straight for the red buff again.
Freya finally getting a buff of her own, picking up that blue buff. Still a couple levels behind,
about
but
that.
with and actually electing right to go into defense instead of boots.
I know Sam is sick of me. You see, again, I was thinking that, all right, everyone gets threatened by Freya's lifesteal, so they're going to try to build something to stop it. So I took precautionary measures. I'm like, all right, she's going to attempt to stop my heal. I don't need speed. I have a sufficient amount of speed. I have enough to kite with paired with my slow. Right now, I need defense to make sure that I can make up for the amount of lifesteal that I'm about to lose. That's why I bought defense.
3 items and no boots.
Couple levels behind, but only about 150 gold down right now. As Bull Demon runs out, Bologna was not able to take advantage of it at all, which is too bad on her part.
This could be a good fight for the Freya here. Good banish on the bludgeon. The ult is good, the thorns is good, but the Freya recognizes she can't fight into the ult thorns combo and just elects to run away.
The very early thorns to have popped right there. Freya had her back turned when she popped them. Now Bologna going on full offensive
Great
instead of
banishes
clearing
coming out of
wave.
this Freya. Really good banishes on the bludgeon.
That's what I made sure I saved it for, to engage or disengage.
There's
At my
not
leisure.
much on
That's
the
what I
map to
use my
farm right
banishes
now,
for.
so they're going to be looking to force kills or fights in general, as you see the Bologna do. But Bologna is in a little bit of trouble. Bologna being out of mana and Freya being full mana with lifesteal and Fatalis. She goes up in the air, ults, does a ton of damage. Oh, but the Sunder coming out of Bologna is really good. The Banish is really good too. Trying to use the minions to body block as much as possible, but it's not going to come out on top for her.
And
Freya
there's
comes
kill.
out with the second
Freya.
kill. Really good kill by Freya, recognizing that the Bologna was out of mana and she should aggress while she had the chance.
Thank you.
See what she elects to do.
He pretty much said it, guys.
Looks for the blue buff to get a lead, but it's
Slices.
sadly not there. And just backs to finish her defense, I would assume.
With that kill though, she was able to catch up in level and now has a gold lead as well.
Oh, Spectral Armor.
Yes.
Not the defense I would have chosen.
No.
Bologna can proc off Spectral Armor with the 3 from range and not even have an effect on it.
Now, the reason why I purchased Spectral Armor was because it's a 90-second
Bologna
cooldown.
did get the
I knew that
Frostbite
Bologna's
Hammer.
ultimate...
That's going to be a huge turn in these fights. Slowing the attack speed of Freya in turn lowers the damage output, slows the lifesteal, and straight up, Freya just can't run anymore.
Bologna has taken Bull Demon for a second time. Let's see if she's able to press it and make something up. Freya with another
There's a
great
good...
banish.
Oh. All actives are down on both players. Both ults are down. It just comes out to a brawl right now. The bludgeon misses. The one misses, but if she boxes in one stance, she could get this kill with Frostbound, but she decides not to. Instead, she hears the red buff spawn. Red buff for wave. This is common between these two, trading out red buff for wave.
So I'll tell you why I got the Spectral
Ooh,
Armor.
Bologna's
I
in a
knew because
tight
of her
spot
ultimate
here.
That after her...
A
She
miss
used her
under.
ultimate. She's
Oh,
no
but
longer
with the
immune.
one blocking 2 autos out of that too, it's enough to let her walk away scot-free.
This is
And
the
spectral
second
armor
time that
has saved
Bologna
my
has taken
life
Bull Demon
many
and has made
occasions.
nothing out of it.
And that's why I purchased it.
Freya decides to steal a buff of her own for once.
It looks like the Bologna is going into Kins now instead of another defensive item. I actually agree with that. But most people know that's probably just because I like damage. Oh, really good ult by Bologna. And with the Frostbound and the 1, this could be a kill. Oh, really good Bracer and Spectral Armor actually saves his life. I would never have guessed that Spectral would have been a turning point in this game.
No.
See, guys? I forgot that even happened.
The cooldown on Spectral could not have come back up at a more perfect time.
Yes, it came in handy.
But
never let me down.
That being said, the Bracer is still down on Freya, and the Thorns is up on Bologna. Bologna's going to try to do some tower damage here and just face tank the Freya. I think Bologna is just going to try to run here. She can't box into the Freya without the 1, unless she pops the Thorns, which she just did. Freya ults and decides not to use any charges, but then the 1 and the Frostbound. Oh, but then the Baron Cross, no! The Baron Cross lifesteal, 40% plus the passive of Freya just carries her through that fight.
I was confident.
Damn. Woman just got too aggressive there trying to fight under tower, plus the Bancrofts. Spelled for disaster.
The Bologna does finish up that Kins though. And the Freya sells Spectral for hide. There's a lot of selling in Freya's build. Selling tier 2 boots to finish Fatalis, and selling a full Spectral for a finished hide.
Okay, so playing Freya, I learned several things. That her build is relatively cheap per than other builds for mages, and the damage output is still very consistent, very high. So I knew that I could, remember, I have to build against my opponent, so I have to adjust accordingly. So in the middle of combat, on those occasions, I noticed that she didn't build for any lifesteal whatsoever. So I thought this would definitely be an opportune time to only assist me by getting more defense, because I knew that Spectral Armor is it's cheap, so I knew I could get that first, and it saved me plenty of times. Then I could make an adjustment. Sell Spectral Armor, get Nemean. This way, she could do damage to herself, which even if she switches to her 3, it'll cancel out her healing, and then paired with my damage, I can maintain the lead, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to secure the lead by any means necessary. That's why I did that. Again, my methods are extremely unconventional, but you see that they work. They do work.
It's a lot of wasted gold, and it might come back to bite her in the butt.
It surprises me that Bologna elects to go for Quinns right here instead of Executioner, because she doesn't have much pen, and Freya doesn't have a ton of life right now.
Ooh, they're trading autos. Really good to notice that the 2 ran out from Freya and she had to get away from that fight, so she banished and ran away. Good ult Sunder combo by the Bologna. Missed the 15th bludgeon in a row. Oh, Freya uses the 2 and not the 1 to keep that slow effect so she can keep up.
Bologna needs to try to get away if she can right here.
Misses 3 out of 4 of the ults, but gets the good banish, and then the 2-1 combo should be enough to finish her off and secure the right buff.
Freya has been phenomenal at hitting her banishes so far this game. I think she's only missed 1 or 2.
Well, thank you.
Which has both saved her and confirmed kills now, whereas the Bologna just can't seem to land a bludgeon.
Freya's going to get a lot of tower damage. Actually going to take the tower.
Should be able to take tower here.
And maybe even secure a blue buff for her if she decides to. Oh, Bologna sees it though. She doesn't want to let it away. She doesn't want to give it away.
And she misses the bludgeon again, but...
Ooh, Freya sundered though. Thorns coming out of Bologna. Freya knows she can't fight into the thorns, so she just waits it out. Bologna desperately trying to catch up. Alts.
Should be a
Hits the bludgeon! Oh no, Bancroft's. Oh, Bancroft's. Bologna has to retreat. That Bancroft's is just way too much lifesteal and sustain for her to fight into.
Completely turned the fight right there. It should have been a confirmed kill for Bologna.
Oh, she banishes the one.
What is Bologna electing to build into now? A Heart Seeker and trying to go ability base instead of auto attack?
No, the Bologna is building into a Witchblade right now to get that 45% anti-heal, as well as slowing that attack speed down of the Freya.
Still lacking the pen in her build.
Yeah. But luckily she does have that that Silver Branch slot that she could sell for an Executioner for the super late game, or even the Stone Cutting. Bologna just sneaks a third Bull Demon this game. Freya's started Telekinesis.
This time might be more out of defensive, just so that Freya can't take advantage of it.
Ooh, that is a really good Sunder. So much damage getting pumped out from this Bologna. And yeah, it is the Witchblade coming out for that anti-heal. Really good decision. Hits the bludgeon! Uses the one boxing. Slow-mo Freya ult. Oh, the Thorns is popped by Bologna. Such a good banish. Freya trying to lifesteal as much as possible. And actually being able to turn that fight before she could get close enough to apply that Witchblade.
Bologna is once again on the run. Why would she use her bludgeon right there?
Oh, really good silence on the 2-1 combo. This could be a turn. The bracers used. Blocking autos. No. Oh, misses the banish.
So intense.
The auto. Oh my gosh. They both try to go for the kill. Freya goes for the lifesteal off red buff, while Bologna goes for the Witchblade on the Freya so she can't lifesteal. Such a close fight. Holy crap.
That made me nervous just looking at it again. Right. I was more focused on getting the lifesteal for the minions
not been able
at
to
that point
capitalize
because I
on
was
the
so...
close fights. This will easily be Phoenix.
But again, I noticed that Bologna didn't have any lifesteal, so I wanted to get to get more defense, more physical protection, and allow her to do damage to herself.
Bologna does.
By any means.
Camp one more time.
Bologna sells that Silver Branch for, again, no pen, but instead the Winged Blade, which is a lot of health and could help in these fights, but being 3 levels down and not having any pen, it's going to be really tough. She's going to have to outplay a lot in order to get a kill here. Freya gets a 500 Potion of Magical Might as well as a finished Telekines. That's a really big power spike. The longer the fight goes on, the more power Freya is going to get until it eventually caps out at, I believe, 130. Oh, the miss Sunder.
Thorns.
Freya still has Sunder here and is looking for the turn. Really good buying time. Freya does Sunder, ults the bludgeon damage, misses 3 out of 4 shots.
Not close
on the
enough
ult.
for the slow to hit.
But on the bright side, all actives are down on Bologna, and Freya still does have that upgraded bracer and the sustain aspect. So she can keep up the pressure here. Misses
Right,
the banish on the
my
bludgeon,
job, I
so
wanted to
Bologna
get
does
as much
clear some of the
lifesteal.
wave. Freya's too speedy, quick
I wanted to get
with
as much
hasten,
lifesteal as I possibly could.
and is able to get away
So
though.
I wasn't really trying to hit the
Well,
Bologna. I
just
knew
needs
she
to
was going
farm
to leave
up
either
right
way,
now
and I
and
wouldn't be
catch
able to catch her.
level. Remaining camp
So I was
taken
more
once again
focused
by
on
Freya.
using my ultimate
Now,
for
is she looking
lifesteal.
for a bull
So
demon
I wasn't
again? Where is she
missing,
going
or I
right
was.
now?
I think she was scared that Freya was doing
Wasn't
Bull
my
Demon,
intention
so
to hit
she went to go
Bologna.
check it out.
Now she's going to give up a ton of Titan damage for taking the long way back. This could be a game right here.
This could be game.
Yeah,
Freya
she
shreds
messed up.
Titans. Ooh, the Titan is sitting
obvious
Bologna
banished.
at
Bologna goes to
About
chase, and
500
minions are
health.
going to end it.
Oh, yep, and that's game.
We got
Well played by Lord Vanir, the Freya.
Lloyd Vanir. Thank you, Sam.
Freya, who should have been at the
Thank you.
disadvantage, comes out on top.
Really nice play on the first blood, just
Right.
turned the whole game upside down. I got fantasy points. PogChamp. Okay. So, well played by Lord Vanir, the Freya.
Freya, who should have been at the disadvantage, comes out on top.
Really nice play on the first blood, just turned the whole game upside down. I got fantasy points. PogChamp. Okay. So, Vanir, congrats, man.
Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate that. Although, of course, this is just a recording, but still, I'm just showing my appreciation. Sam is a great person, and by the way, be sure to check out his channel if you don't know who he is. He's a great player, and he's been doing this for a long time. He is I consider the grandfather of the 1v1 duel scene, so please be sure to check him out on his channel at Samdadude. But it was a great match. I'll be sure to compete in many of Sam's tournaments. Whichever one he hosts, I'll be a part of. And I just want to say that I appreciate you guys looking at the video. Be sure to subscribe for more content. I'm definitely releasing more Smite content and other content. This is the beginning of something real great. So please be sure to subscribe. I do ranked duels and things of that nature as well. And yeah, I look forward to a long future. So yeah, guys, if there was something that you liked about the build, please be sure to let me know. And if there was something you didn't like about the build, please let me know as well. Look out for more content. I'm Lloyd Vanir. Until next time, guys. Peace.